The scientific approach of the Quran.
What
Is
about
it a valid opinion to hold as a Muslim, while at the same time we hold an opinion as Muslims also that science is capable of changing?
Very simple, sister. There's nothing wrong with science in terms of like we Muslims have no problem with science per se. Some of the greatest scientists in history were Muslims. Ibn al-Haytham, the pioneer of the scientific method. But the thing is, science is transitory. Science changes, right? So science is not firmly fixed. Science is constantly changing and shifting, which is the nature of science. The idea that science has to agree with everything in the Quran, we Muslims don't believe this. We don't believe everything in the Quran has to agree with science. If there's ever such a scientific theory that disagrees with the Quran, this is a problem? Absolutely not. The example I give often is the origin of the universe. There was once a time where most physicists believed the universe was static. And so when the Quran said 1400 years ago, the universe is expanding, this was scientifically wrong. But within the last 100 years, the Big Bang Theory came along, and now that's the most popular opinion, and now most scientists believe what the Quran says, that the universe is expanding. The Quran is not bound by science. We don't say the Quran has to agree with science on everything, because science does not always agree with what the Quran says, because science is shifting and changing. Some things science says Islam agrees with. There are some scientific theories that are perfectly aligned with Islam. There are some scientific theories that don't align with Islam. And there are some scientists who believe certain things that contradict Islam. Well, okay, that's fine. That's not a problem. Some developing theories that disagree with Islam is not an issue. If a Muslim out there says the Quran can never contradict science, this is a problem, because science is not our God. Science is not infallible. Allah is infallible. Science is not infallible. Science makes mistakes. Science is changing. Science changes its mind. You understand? This is the opinion Muslims should hold.